This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, shall we start today's class? शुरू ಮಾಡೋಣ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್.
Yes, sir.
ಎಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬಂದಾರ ಒಂದ್ಸರ್ತಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. Okay, fine. Today we will be discussing two drugs, Karkata Shringi and Karpura. Right. First we will start with Karkata Shringi. Karkata Shringi. Slide move ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? Wait. Okay. The uniqueness of Karkata Shringi is that its part, unlike other plants, it is not the root, stem or leaf, Nereida, gum resin, crystals. Not those parts are used, but it is the insect gall of the plant called as Pistachia integerrima is used as Karkata Shringi. Understanding? The uniqueness or the speciality of Karkata Shringi is in its the part which is used. It is the insect gall. It's gall, G-A-L-L, gall. Right? I'll show the picture, then you will understand. Right? And then that insect gall which is grown in Pistachia integerrima, which belongs to family Anacardiaceae. So whenever the Karkata Shringi morphology is asked, that is very rare. I don't think morphology of the Karkata Shringi will be asked. Reason being is this is not the plant which is grown or which is habitat of this part, and also this grows in. It is not the actually the part of the plant. It's insect gall which is grown on the plant which is Pistachia integerrima. So and that resembles the shape of a horn, hence Karkata Shringi, right? And that plant belongs to Anacardiaceae family. There are different other plants which belongs to Anacardiaceae family. For example, mango belongs to Anacardiaceae. Kaju taka or kaju belongs to Anacardiaceae. Bhalla taka is an Anacardiaceae member. So this plant, Pistachia integerrima, also belongs to Anacardiaceae member. These are some Sanskrit synonyms. You see the synonym Ajashringi. There is one more drug in this name, Meshashringi or Ajashringi. Remember, the name of that plant is Meshashringi or Ajashringi. That is Gymnema sylvestris, right? So whenever the Ajashringi synonym comes, and in MCQ you might get the question like, which of the following drug is having synonym as Ajashringi? A will be Meshashringi, B is Karkata Shringi, C, A and B. The answer should be A and B, right? So such synonyms which are confusing or which are shared by more than one drug, those synonyms are very important for your MCQ purpose, both in your secondary exam as well as your all India entrance exams, right? Another synonym is Pulira Vishalika. Remember both these two synonyms. Next is classical categorization, that is Gana. Charakacharya has classified it under Kasara Dashamani and Hikani Grahana Dashamani. And he has stored it in Madhura Skanda. He has stored it in Madhura Skanda. Remember, it is there in Madhura Skanda, but its rasa is not Madhura, right? We will discuss it when we are discussing properties. So by this, we can understand that Karkata Shringi is mainly useful in respiratory disorders, and that is used in those diseases itself, like Kasa, Hika, Shwasa, in all those conditions, right? And then coming to morphology, morphology, as I told, it is not the morphology of the Karkata Shringi, but it is the plant, morphology of the plant on which Karkata Shringi is grown, right? It is the plant Pistacia integerrima is grown in northwestern part of Himalayas. It is medium-sized tree with stem bark is gray, leaves are compound 4 to 5 pairs, lanceolate and coriaceous, very leathery, shiny. And inflorescence, it is in panicles. Usually Anacardiaceae members, they bear panicles, and flowers are bisexual. So this is the picture. Now, what you see here, this red part is the Karkata Shringi. It is insect gall, the red part. The red part is insect gall, that is, and the leaves are of the plant Pistacia integerrima, right? So these are the insect galls, right? And here the brown part, this is dried part of this red one, right? You can see the shape, it is like a horn, right? Hence the synonym. Okay, coming to chemical composition is mostly triterpenoids are found, essential oils are found in Karkata Shringi, and pistachine is one of the important chemical compound which is present in that, and pines, as you can see, for example, pines are also seen in other pine trees like all lower Himalayan and Himalayan region plants, they bear pinene. That is one of the essential oil component and triterpenoid. And any drug which is having terpene or essential oil, that is very useful in respiratory disorders as well as musculoskeletal disorders. Coming to properties, rasa is actually kashaya and tikta, and don't know reason why Charakacharya has added it in Madhuraskanda. And guna is laghu and ruksha, and virya is ushna. Right? Remember, rasa is kashaya and tikta. Guna is laghu and ruksha. Virya is ushna. This is also, note this point. This is an example for Vichitra Pratyarabdha Dravya. Reason being is, kashaya rasa and tikta rasa dravya, generally they should have shita virya. Whereas here it is ushna virya. Right? Coming to its karma, it is kaphavadahara, shayahara and jwarahara. And as I told in the initially that it is very useful in case of respiratory disorders. It is very widely used in those diseases. And it is also useful in shwasa, kasa, hikka, aruchi, chardi. Even in case of atisara, raktajatisara, like that, in those conditions it is useful. Here it is atisara or raktatisara. In those conditions also it is useful. Coming to the part used, important. This is important. This is MCQ question of this plant. You may be asked that what is useful part of Karkata Shringi? It is not leaf, it is not fruit, it is not root, it is not seed, it is not flower, it is not resin, it is not bark. Remember, the useful part is this. The part used is insect gall or galls. You can just write galls, right? So this is an important part of Karkata Shringi. The MCQ question will come in part used or else synonyms. That is, these are the most important two MCQ questions, most probable MCQ questions about this plant, right? And the dosage is 1 to 3 gram. It should be 1 to 3 gram, right? And formulation, there are very few formulations in which Karkata Shringi is used in as a main drug. Out of that, Shringadi Churna is one of important churna, which is used in again Shwasa, Kasa, Aruchi, Agnimanda in those diseases. Right. Before we tell you the now we'll see the therapeutic uses and then we can discuss. Therapeutic uses are many, but just to name a few, it can be used in gingivitis, that is infection of the mukha, that is mukhapaka, which is associated with puya, like associated with pus secretion in those conditions. It's gandusha. Karkata Shringi gandusha is very useful, as well as that its quatha is also can be consumed in this condition. It is ruksha, it's shoshaka, it reduces the kledha, hence it is useful in this condition. Similarly, in jwara associated with atisara, that is jwara atisara, in that condition also, its kwatha is useful. And as we discussed earlier, in cough, in dyspnea, breathlessness, in those conditions also, Karkata Shringi is very useful. Why? I tell you. Remember, Shwasa or Kasa, they are the diseases which are dominated by Vata and Kapha. The Samprapti is actually Kapha and Vata Pradhan. Hence, if you see the Shwasa and Kasa disease, medicines which are used in that, you will find most of the medicines or formulations are Kaphavata. Most of the drugs are Kaphavata. For example, you take Lavanga, Ela, Maricha, Chitraka, Nirgundi, Ajamoda, Jiraka, all these, even Datura, all these drugs you take, most of them are Kaphavata, right? Hence, any drug which is having Ushnavirya, right, which is having Vatanamana action, which is having Grahi, that can be used in Shwasa or Kasa related disorders, right? So this is about Karkata Shringi. Karkata Shringi, in previously in some of the exams, it has been asked for 5 marks regarding its properties and Amayika Prayoga. Okay, its morphology is not that frequently asked. So I think you should focus more on its properties and therapeutic uses. And one assignment I will give you about Karkata Shringi. Note this. I want you people to write down the Mishraka Varga of Karkata Shringi. One. Second, I want you to write Sushrutacharya and Sushrutas and Vagbhatas Gana, in which Gana it will come. So these are the 2 assignments I'm giving you. So about Karkata Shringi, right? So any doubt regarding Karkata Shringi? Students?
No, sir.
Sir, Vipaka of Karkata Shringi.
Vipaka of Karkata Shringi.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Vipaka of Karkata Shringi is Katu.
Thank you, sir.
It is Katu Vipaka. I have not. Oh, yes, it is missing here.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. It is available in the market, right? It is available. It's not that very costly, but the problem is these days the Karkata Shringi is not that abundantly available, which is grown in that plant, on that plant, Pistacia antigerima, right? The galls of other plants are also adulterated with that. So that is one problem with the Karkata Shringi, right? Any other doubts? All of you understood what is gall, insect gall? Everyone understood what is insect gall? Nobody asked that question. What is gall? Students, you know what is gall, insect gall? Okay. If there is no question on insect gall, then we will move. I think that you know what is insect gall, right? Okay. We'll move. Now, next we will move to Karpura, the another plant of the day. Okay. This one more thing was missing. Recent researches, that is anti-carcinogenic, antimicrobial, and antibiotic, which we discussed in our therapeutic pieces. Right? These are the recent researches on Karkata Shringi. So next we will move to Karpura. Okay. Before we move in to Karpura, I believe all of you have seen Karpura. Is it? Have you seen
Yes,
Karpura?
sir.
Have you used it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know what is source of Karpura? From where, how it is prepared? Don't know? Okay. The Karpura which is used, first let me be very clear. Karpura which is used for worshipping purpose, offering puja for that purpose, do not use. I'm telling not to use that Karpura for preparation of medicines which are consumed internally, which are to be consumed internally. Understanding? Do not use the Karpura which is available for in the worshipping or for puja purposes. Do not use that Karpura for internal use. Don't use it. Clear? Do not use. So with this we will start. The Karpura which actually the Karpura which Ayurveda has mentioned, that is sourced from a plant called as Cinnamomum camphora. Cinnamomum camphora. In some of our practical classes, we have seen that plant. We have it here in our college. Cinnamomum camphora plant is there in our garden. There are two plants. I believe all of you have seen. I have in my practical class, I have definitely shown it to many of the students. Its leaf smells exactly like that of camphor. I think you all remember that plant. It belongs to Lauraceae family. The spelling is, there is one more E at the end here. It belongs to family Lauraceae, right? It is called as Karpura in Hindi. In English, it is camphor tree, and in Kannada, it is called as Pacha Karpura, right? In in almost all the languages, it's called as Karpura or Kapur, like that. So synonyms are important. Reason is these synonyms are also similar to the synonyms of some other plants. For example, Ghanasara. Ghana, this is consider it as an assignment. There is one drug whose synonym is Ghana. There is one drug whose synonym is Ghana. I want you people to find out the plant whose synonym is Ghana, right? So synonym of Karpura is Ghanasara. Chandraprabha. Chandraprabha. It resembles like that of moonlight. The appearance, its prabha. Appearance is like that of Chandra, hence Chandraprabha. Remember, there is one very famous formulation called as Chandraprabha, right? Then other synonyms are Shitabhra or Shitaraja because it is touch. For touch, it is Shita. Then Himavaluka, again with the same. Surabhi resembles a fragrance. It emits very good fragrance. And the Spatika. Remember, Spatika is also a dravya, separate dravya. In Rashasra, I think you studied. So Spatika is one drug which is a herbal, another drug which is mineral, like that you can consider. So these synonyms which are very common or which are shared by more than two drugs, those synonyms are important. Remember, those synonyms are important. Such questions will be asked in your MCQ question, right? So synonyms are important, students. Synonyms are important. So here Spatika is also, there is one drug in Rashastra, and Spatika is also synonym of Karpura, remember. And Ghanasara, Ghana is also synonym of one drug. That is your assignment. I want you people to find out that part. Next time you can share that name of that plant whose synonym is Ghana with me, right? So these synonyms of Karpura are very important. Remember them and try to find out another drug which is having similar synonyms with it. So now coming to varieties, these are important. This may be asked for 3 marks about for short answers in that, or else even in MCQ. Remember, the varieties of Karpura are two, that is Pakva and Apakva. And some Acharya tell that there are 3 varieties, that is Pakva and Chinaka and Apakva. Right? Actually, Chinaka and Apakwa, they are same only. That is natural, unboiled or not heated. Whereas Pakwa is artificially prepared. Pakwa is one which is artificially prepared, and Apakwa one which is collected from the plant. Usually, the original or the natural Karpura, that is Apakwa Karpura, is found on the the tree of Cinnamon camphora, right? And that which is found in the form of crystals, which is found in the plant, that is called as Apaco Karpura, right? Whereas the artificial Karpura is prepared by distillation process, right? Distillation process, and hence that should not be used in case of usage of like what is artificially prepared. No? That is not good. That is not to be used. These days it is prepared in the lab, not in the actually the plant, right? And the former one that is little heavier than the later one. That is the Apakwa is little heavier than the Pakwa because there is no Agni Samskara to it. Hence, when you put that in water, it gets sink. It sinks in the water. So that is one identification of the Karpura, right? So the varieties are important. This may be asked for 3 marks or else in MCQ, right? There are no varieties based on the color. The variety is based on the source, how it is sourced or how it is prepared. On that basis, the varieties are there, right? In some Nigantus, there are 3 varieties. In some Nigantus, there are 2 varieties. Remember, the Pakwa and Apakwa are the mostly what you call mentioned varieties. Chinaka is also a variety of Apakwa only. So this is the plant. See the plant properly, right? The leaves, the venation, right? Appearance, okay, and the fruits, right? Observe the margin of the leaf as well. Margin is slightly wavy, and this wavy margin is called as undulate. Undulate margin. UNDULATE. Undulate margin. Okay. This feature is also seen in Utranjiva. Utranjiva, right? This wavy margin, right? Venation. You can see the divergent parallel 3 main veins, right? This most of the cinnamon varieties, their venation is this only. They don't have reticulate network type venation. Okay. So coming to its morphology, its habitat, it's mainly seen in Taiwan, China regions, and these days it is also cultivated in India as well. Right? It is an evergreen tree which is having fragrant, and its bark is having fragrance. Its leaves are also having fragrance. The bark is gray in color, and inside it will be little reddish brown in color. Leaves are simple, very shiny, fragrant, and venation is parallel as I discussed earlier. Flowers are white to yellow, small, and you'll see purple colored fruits. Okay. So try to draw the diagram of Karpura leaves. It is very simple, right? So draw this plant, draw the leaf diagram, right? And you can label it. Label by acute margin or acute base, acute tip, right? Petiolate, margin, how's the margin, venation, all that you can label it, right? So draw the diagram of Karpura, right? So coming to medicinal properties or properties of Karpura, rasa is tikta, katu, madhura. Guna it is missed up here. It should be guna, right? Guna is laghu and ruksha, vipaka is katu. Virya shita. Again, this is an important example for Vichitra Pratyarabdha. Note all those Vichitra Pratyarabdha in one table, right? Last class also we had one Vichitra Pratyarabdha, right? Which is that? In our last class we had one Vichitra Pratyarabdha, which is that? Am I audible? Class, am I audible to you? Vichitra Pratyarabdha, which we discussed last class, and I told you people that this is an example for Vichitra Pratyarabdha.
Gambari.
So, yes?
Gambari.
Gambhari. Is it?
Sir, Ela
Right?
Duvaya.
Yes.
Ela Duvaya, sir.
Huh?
Ela.
Ela. Yes. Can you tell me why Ela?
Sir, because its rasa is Katu and Madhura, and Virya, Shita, and Vipaka is Katu.
Right. Who is it? What's
Sir,
her name?
Khushbu.
Huh?
Khushbu, sir.
Khushbu. Okay, fine. Very good, Khushbu. But yeah. So list out all those Vichitra Pratyarabdha in one table, right? Today we have two Vichitra Pratyarabdha. Remember, Vichitra Pratyarabdha is a very important topic in your paper 1. Only Vichitra Pratyarabdha can be asked for 5 marks, or it can be asked for 5 marks along with Samana Pratyarabdha Dravya. So that time you have to give, write the definition and give examples. So while giving examples, in books you have very 1 or 2 examples. But here, if you go on compiling these things, you can find out there are n number of examples for both Vichitra Pratyarabdha and Samana Pratyarabdha Dravya. So to justify your answer, to give more examples, you can write these examples. So these you will remember, these things you will remember only when you note them separately under that heading. Then only you will be able to remember this. So Vichitra Pratyarabdha, this is an example. Ela is an example for that. Karpura is an example for that. Even you can consider Karkatashringi as an example for that. Guduchi is example for that. So like that, there are many drugs which are examples for Vichitra Pratyarabdha. So make sure you remember this. Clear? Okay. And coming to its effect on dosha, it's mainly Kapha-Shamaka, and the Apakwa variety. Remember, the Apakwa variety is Apakwa variety is Pitta-Shamaka actually. Here you should have it Pitta-Shamaka, Apakwa variety. Chinaka variety. Sorry. The Apakwa variety is Pittala. Apakwa variety is Pittala. It is mainly Kapha-Shamaka. It is having main action on Kapha. And because of Shitaguna, it has Pitta Shaman action, but it's not that extent as when you compare it with Shadavari or say Sariva. It's not that Pittahara. Mainly it is Kafar, remember. And the Chinaka variety which I told, there is a reference that it is very Pittala, it increases Pitta. We have a reference of that. Chinaka variety, it increases Pitta, right? Coming to karma, as it's Virya Shita, it is Dahahara, right? Chakshushya. Remember, all these properties and karma, Rugagnata, this is of natural variety. Remember, they are of natural variety, not of that distilled Pakva Karpura. No, which is available in the market. No, it is, these are the variety, these are the karma of natural variety, Karpura, natural Karpura, Apakva Karpura. So it is Vishagna, Chakshusha, it is Dahara, Medonashana, Darugandhanashana, and the last 2 karma are very important, that is Chedana and Lekhana. Karpura is very good Chedana and Lekhana dravya, right? See here, it is having Vishagna karma. This is action of Apakva or else naturally available Karpura, right? And this was the reason why earlier days for worshipping purpose, Karpura was used because that time it was naturally available. And those people use Karpura for Vishagna purposes, just to what you call fumigate, you can consider like that, just to disinfect the surroundings or environment, which is actually need of today's era, right? But today's Karpura, what we are using, that is not natural. Remember, that is artificial one, right? That emits carbon in it, right? So that is not that good for Vishagna purpose. In fact, that is Vishakara, that is toxic. The conventional science, that is modern science, considers the camphor which is available in the market, it is toxic, and that is toxic too. Whereas the Apakwa variety, that is natural, which you take it from the natural plant directly, that is Vishagna, right? So this is the difference between Sanskara. So this example you can give in case of while you are explaining the Sanskara. Samskara is one more important topic in your paper 1. In that also, you can give the example of Karpura, the processed and unprocessed. After processing, its karma completely changes, it becomes opposite. That is, from Vishagna, it becomes Visha. From Vishagna, it becomes Visha after Samskara. Right? Next, and it is very good, Chedana and Lekana. There is one formulation called as Karpurasava. Karpurasava, which is used in mainly in Shwasa and Kasa, right? Because of this Chedana and Lekhana property, this Karpura is very extensively used in case of Shwasa and Kasa. Diseases of Shwasa and Kasa Roga, right? And as it is Ruksha and Lagu, it is also very useful in case of Medogata Vikara, right? It is Chakshusha, hence useful in Netragata Vikara. And as it is having fragrance smell, so in remember, I think you may be remembering the one of the important lakshana of Sthaulya, that is Daurgandhya is one of lakshana of Sthaulya, and Karpura is Daurgandhya Nashana also. So this also can be used in that regard. So these are the karma. Now I want you people to write down Rogagnata of Karpura based on the karma here. Based on the karma, I want you people to write Rogagnata of Karpura. Take a minute and just write down Rogagnata of Karpura. Can anybody tell me what in which diseases Karpura can be used?
Krishna.
Daha, Trishna,
Trishna
Daurgandhya,
और जोर से सुनाई नहीं.
Chakshu Vikara,
Chakshu Vikara. Okay, then.
Shvasa, Kandu, Kushta,
Okay. Kandu and Kushta.
Vishavikara,
Kandu, very good. Then.
Sakrimi,
Yes.
Mutra Vikara,
Mutra Vikara. Why?
so it is Mutra, no sir, it's Mutra Karana.
Sthaulya, sir.
Sir, Vishavikara.
Vishavikara. Okay. Then.
Saint Shrama,
Shrama. What is Shrama?
sir, it is Shrama Hara, no sir.
How? Which property is there in Karpura for Shramahara purpose? Others also can talk. It is not that only students should talk.
Pachana.
Huh?
Pachana, sir.
Okay. Then?
Sir, in Prameha.
Huh? I have one doubt. Okay. I told that artificial Karpura. Now, first of all, remember one thing: the Pak or natural Karpura is not available in the market. So it's you have to collect it. And how it is produced in the plant? It is produced similar to that of your kidneys produce kidney stones, right? Your kidneys produce kidney stones, right? Crystals. So even the plants also produce crystals. So that crystal you have to collect and that you have to use. Okay. So that is very difficult, very difficult. Very less it is available. The plant itself is very less, and top of that, it is the crystals are very less. So the Karpura is available in the market. Now, can you use that for the purpose of Medohara or Sthaulya purpose?
No sir.
No, because it is right. But can you add it in Udvartana Churna very little quantity of Karpura for Udvardhana purpose. Understanding my point? In Staulya, there is one external treatment, that is Udvardhana, right? In which we take some churna, be it Trifala or Musta or any Amalaki churna like that, Yavat Kulathali churna like that, and we rub it on the body in our opposite direction. So in that, can we add little Karpura?
Yes, sir.
There are two advantages for that. One is Karpura. This Karpura is Ruksha, right? And second advantage is patient is having the organ there, especially the people who are having the organ, the patients who are having the organ there. I think in them you can use this Karpura very little quantity, because this is very fragrant and this reduces the organ nashana. So in that, in those conditions, you can use in Staulya, you can use the Karpura which is available in the market, right? So we will move to next. That is part used. The part used is Niryasa. Niryasa or the extract. See the dose. Dose is important. 1 to 3 rati. Dose is 1 to 3 rati. That too in divided doses per day. Dose of the Karpura is important. It is not 3 to 5 grams. Understanding? The dose is important. Note this point. Dose is important. So next, chemical composition. Chemical compositions, again, it has terpenes in it and some of the essential oils, volatile oils. And these are the camphorol, terpenol, camphene. These are some of the important chemical compositions. As I told earlier, the camphor or the Karpura which is procured from the stem itself, from the plant, that is best. That is actually the Karpura, the original Karpura. And the rest, all Karpura which are available in the name of Karpura, they are of inferior quality, or actually they are not Karpura, natural Karpura. How to identify? I told one other testing method I told, that is the Apakwa sinks down and Pakwa doesn't sink. Whereas the another testing is the Pakwa, the original Karpura, natural Karpura is slightly yellowish in color, whereas the other which is produced, which is artificial, that is completely white, right? So that is one differentiating feature. Okay. In market, if you go in Kastaushadhi, this thing, you will find one more variety called as Bhimseni Kapur. Okay, Bhimseni Karpura, and that is actually correlated with another plant, not with the this Cinnamomum camphora, but with the Dreobalanops camphora. This is entirely different plant of Diptocarpaceae family. So this plant is entirely different than Cinnamomum camphora. Okay, so this Bhimseni Kapur, which is a crystal part of Dreobalanops camphora, that is not Karpura, which is originated from Cinnamomum camphora. Okay, and this is Bhimseni Karpura. Remember this. This is not available. This is available in the Kastaushadhi, not in the form of cubes or like that. It is available like that of Muddi Sakri hotati. Muddi Sakri. Muddi Sakri antar hotati.
Yes, sir.
It is exactly looks like that of Muddi Sakri, Bhimseni Karpura. वो पाउडर फॉर्म में शुगर मिलता है ना, एकदम पाउडर फॉर्म में, ऐसा बड़ा वो वाला शुगर जो रहता है ना, सेम उसी की तरह ही दिखता है भीमसेनी कर्पूर, और इसको कर्पूर टाइप का स्मेल भी रहता है. ओके, सो दैट इज यूज्ड these days for preparing a different external application purpose. Okay, that we will see in next slides. And the artificial prepared, remember the camphor which is available in the market these days, that is lab prepared, not even by distillation method, by actually by the turpentine. Remember, it is prepared by turpentine. Now, okay, it is, note this, the last sentence, it is, sorry, it is not meant for medicinal use. The camphor which is available in the market for worshipping or offering to God, it is a turpentine product, artificially synthesized. That is why it should not be used for medicinal use, at least not for internal, right? Note this point. Okay, so when we can't use it internally, definitely we can use externally. So the camphor oil, which is used externally to treat arthritis or Schuler, any sort of Sandhi Schuler or rheumatic fever, rheumatic arthritis, in that it can be used. How to prepare? A teaspoonful of camphor oil mixed along with 100 ml of olive or sesame oil. Okay, this is applied externally to improve blood circulation. And camphor, that is artificially prepared. The camphor, it is approved by FDA for external application at 3 to 11%. Remember, the artificial camphor is prepared by turpentine. Okay, you know turpentine, no? Turpentine is used by the painters who paint the buildings and houses, just to get rid of the color, oil paint and all. They use turpentine. Okay, but that turpentine is having very good local irritant it is. Okay, so and it also acts as a muscle relaxant, so that can be used for external application in case of osteoarthritis, in case of muscle spasm. In those conditions, remember, the uninflamed conditions where the joints are not what you call burning, not red, not saraga, there is no raktata or there is no redness of the joint, there is no local inflammation, no increased temperature, local temperature. In that condition, you can use the turpentine oil or camphor. Okay, you can also do one thing, that the camphor which is available in the market, which is used for offering god, you can take that camphor and you can just crush it into powder and grind it with in khalwa with you can with tila taila or else nilgiri oil, like that you can mix together. Okay, or else lasuna taila, you can mix all these things together, or else you can add turpentine to that. Then that becomes very fragrant and very good painkiller. Okay, in market you have Dr. Artho. Okay, those pain relieving oils are there, no? They all may be having such kind of volatile oil containing terpene irritants, which are used for creating local irritation, and thereby they give a feeling of reduced pain. Okay, so they are actually the local irritants. So in this way you can use camphor, right? This is what I was discussing earlier, that is in preparing liniments and ointments, especially liniments, the camphor or menthol, the eucalyptus oil, this can be used for pain relieving purpose. Okay, this gives a coolant effect and it is also a counter irritant, hence it reduces the feeling of the pain. Okay, and it evaporates also very fastly, right? So the camphor, the artificial camphor which is consumed, right, then that causes confusion, restlessness, nausea, vomiting, seizures. Remember, so that is why that the camphor which is available in the market is not for internal consumption. Remember, the properties of Karpura which are told in Shastra, they are of natural apakva Karpura, and these days it is available in synthetic form. Okay, and these are the formulations. Formulations are Karpura Sava. This is a very important formulation of which is containing Karpura. I personally tell you not to use the Karpura Sava prepared by any pharmacist, because you don't know which Karpura they have used. Okay, if you are very sure that they have used very authentic Karpura, then you can definitely go for that. Then Manasamitra Vataka. Karpura Sava is obviously used in case of Shwasa and Kasa, Agnimandya, Aruchi, and causing Vatanlomanna, right? Especially in Shwasa and Kasa, it is very useful. Manasamitra Vataka, as the name suggests, it's used in case of psychological disorders. It is very important medicine, right? It has multiple ingredients in it. All Jangama Dravya are there, herbal products are there. Very, very big formulation it is, right? References Sahasra Yoga. Okay, then Vayu Gulika. Vayu Gulika, as the name suggests, it is used for the Vatanlomana purpose. As you know, Karpura is Vatanlomaka, right? Then there are many other drugs in it. This is also very big formulation, Vayu Gulika. Again, the reference is Sahasra Yoga, used for Vatanlomana purpose. Okay, because Vatanlomana is one of important criteria to be considered for in treating Shwasa and Kasa. Okay. Then coming to its research properties, Karpura is again like it is. Now, can anybody tell me what are its research properties, recent researches based on this? Recent researches. Am I audible? Based on the slide which you are seeing, recent researches, it is analgesic. It is analgesic. Am I audible? Class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the recent research, it is analgesic. It is mainly. It is irritant poison. You can actually the synthetic one. Okay. So this is in brief about Karpura and Karkata Shungi. Have any doubt regarding Karpura?
So,
Yes.
sir, having properties like Chedana, Lekhana, and Guna like Laghu Ruksha, so it is helping in this arthritis pain. It should provoke it.
Correct. Very good question. Is it Kushbu again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah, very good question. See, I told initially, these karma which are listed here, they are karma of Apakva Karpura, right? And this one, which I told here, camphor, this is the action of the camphor which is available, synthetically prepared camphor which is available in the market. Okay, now you see, synthetically prepared using turpentine. Turpentine is very good pain relief. It is very good pain relieving agent. Okay, it is counter irritant. Okay, so that is why the camphor, the drug which is available in the market, which is used for offering God, that is used for, those crystals are used for preparing liniments. Okay, and this camphor oil is very costly. First of all, the original camphor oil is very costly. Okay, and this is also not natural. This is also distilled one. This camphor oil is distilled one. Okay, it has camphene, this one, camphene, terpinol. These are counter irritants. They are actually, remember, all the counter irritants are katu in rasa. Okay, they actually do not relieve the pain, but they create one more irritation. They cause irritation, one more irritation, so that the feeling of that original pain gets reduced. Understanding? The counter irritants are nothing but they cause one more irritation, right? By which the previous pain that will be, that seems reduced. Okay, they are actually not the Vata Shamaka Dravya. Remember, they are not Vata Shamaka Dravya as we use Ksheerabala Taila for application, right? Ksheerabala Taila. That is, Ksheerabala Taila is actually doing Vata Shamana there locally. Okay, Mahavishagarbha Taila is doing Vata Shamana locally. Nirgundi Taila is doing local Vata Shamana. But whereas these drugs, they are causing irritation. They are causing irritation in the locally. What happens? That time the body's what do you call, attention goes to the local irritation, not to the previous pain. Hence, the patient feels that pain is reduced. Okay, that is why if you applied Dr. Artho and those liniments and this thing ointments for pain management and all, move, okay, the brand names. So those things, if you apply for time being, you feel very like better. You feel pain relieved, but after some time again you feel there is an increase in the pain. Okay, because it is, the pain relief is not by reducing the vata, but actually by causing one more sensation by which the attention goes towards that sensation, and the we feel that the previous pain, as the attention is less there, so that we feel that that pain is reduced. So like that counter-irritants act.
Sir, one more question, sir.
Yeah.
सर आपने बोला कि अपक्व कर्पूर जो होता है वो पित्तल होता है, और हमने जो भी कर्म पढ़े उसमें लिखा है दाहहर, तो सर ये प्रॉपर्टीज कैसे मैच करती है?
Right. Yeah, daha, there are two things. One is daha, when you apply karpura, there are shita sparsha. For touch, it is shita. One thing. Second thing, sirf this variety, this Chinaka variety, there is a reference I told in Dhanvantar Nigandu में ये reference है कि Chinaka variety का जो कर्पूर है वो अति पित्तल है, पित्त increase करता है, ऐसा उन्होंने बताया है, right? It means that this variety, I'll tell you. Okay. So the Chinaka variety and Chinaka in Dhanvantar Nigandu only Chinaka and Apakwa are mentioned same. Okay. Whereas this variety might not cause pittala. Understanding? A Chinaka variety might be a pittala, whereas this Pakwa variety might not be pittala. That is why they told it as Karpura is generally Kapha Pitta Shamaka, but Chinaka or Pakwa is pittala. Like that, this reference is there in Dhanvantar Nigandu. From there, I have quoted. Right? But
Yes,
it's
sir.
Veer because actually it is Shita. That is why only based on karma only Veeryas are fixed. Okay, so Karpura is for touch also, it is Shita, it gives some Shita kind of feeling, and the Pakwa variety is also, here it is Pakwa variety one, which is used for distilled purpose, that may be having Pitta Shamana action, but in Dhanvantara Nigandu this is mentioned as Pittala, Ati Pittala, the Chinaka variety, only this variety.
Thank you, sir.
Anything else?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, it can be Karpura can be used in Shramahara as it has Shita Virya, no, sir?
Okay, right. Okay, fine.
Sir, and
Ushta is
also one more thing.
right. Yes, complete the question.
Hi. Sir, Karkata Shungi, you said Vichitra Pratyarabdha, no, sir?
Correct.
Sir, how can it be Vichitra Pratyarabdha?
What is its rasa?
So it's Kashaya and Pikta.
Kashaya and Tikta, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you see Guna of Kashaya and Tikta, Guna of Kashaya and Tikta, they are Shita, not Ushna.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
By,
So it's
by,
Ushna.
huh? Because, but it is
Sir, I
Ushna, right?
didn't get it. Yes, sir.
Understanding? Got it?
Sir, no. Sir, I am unable to hear you.
Okay. The rasa of Karkata Shungi is Kashaya and Tikta. Whereas
Yes,
the Virya of Karkata Shungi is Ushna, right? It should have been
Yes,
Shita
sir.
because Kashaya and Tikta rasa, they are Shita Guna.
Yes, sir.
Hence, I told it is Vichitra Pratyarabdha.
Okay, sir.
Now
Thank
you
you,
asked
sir.
one more question, but I just forgot it. Shramahara. Okay, Karpura can be used as Shramahara property, right? Shramahara action.
Yes, sir.
Maybe
Yes.
because it is Dahahara, that is why you are thinking that it can be used for Shramahara purpose, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. See, what is Shrama first? Shrama, the meaning, the nirukti of Shrama is Nirayasaja Shrama, or else the person is sitting ideally but still feeling tired. Okay, the person is sitting idle but still he feels tired. This is one what do you call presentation of Shrama. Another variety is presentation is one person who does lots of work. For example, he runs for 10 kilometers, 50 kilometers, and he feels tired. That is one Shrama. Okay. right? The first
Yes,
Shrama,
sir.
the first type of Shrama that is seen in case of Sthaulya. They feel very exhausted. They just climb 1 or 2 steps, then they feel tired, right? The second variety is
Yes.
seen after very excessive exercise or bodily activities. Okay. If you want to use Karpura for Shamahara purpose, then that can be used only in case of Sthaulya, because it is Sthaulihara. Okay. Whereas in the second variety, in which person has done lots of activity, physical activity and all, there you need to use Madhura and Amla Dravya. Madhura and Amla Dravya, which are Shita Virya, which gives instant energy. For example, is Draksha, right? For example, Kharjura. For example, this season, mango, right? This is the season of that Shamahara Dravya. Understand? If you see the
Yes, sir.
Charakukta Shramagana, all the Dravya, almost all the Dravyas, they are Madhura Rasa or Amla Rasa. Draksha, Dadima, Parushaka, Mrudvika, Kashmari, all those drugs are Madhura and Amla. That Shrama, in that Shrama, it cannot be used. But of course, this can be used in the Shrama which is present in case of, which is associated with Sthaulya. In that case, definitely it can be used for reducing Meda. And by once Meda is reduced, then definitely the Shrama will go.
Yes, sir.
Right? This Meda Janya Shrama or the I told now, without doing any activity, also patient feels patient feels tired. So that is also called as klama. That is also called as klama. Okay.
Okay.
Any other doubts?
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Anybody
I
is
have
having?
a doubt, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Last time I had given some assignment. Last class I had told you people to do some work. Is it? I had told some work to do.
Yes,
Have you
sir.
done that?
Yes, sir.
सब लोगों ने किया है? Do one thing.
Yes, sir.
Just write your name and roll number on that, and you share है क्या इधर? Prinal Fernandez
Yes,
है.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Prinal एक काम करना, सबका वो photo snap तुम अपने पास रखना. All of you send your photo of that assignment which I had given you. Send it to Prinal. Write your name and what do you call your register number on that. Okay, and send it to her. Okay, और Prinal तुम एक folder बना के उसको एक PDF बना के रखना अपने पास. ठीक है?
हाँ, sir.
Okay, and I had given you today also. I gave you one work, that is draw a Karpura diagram, Karpura plant diagram, right? उसके साथ साथ synonyms of Karpura which are matching with other plant, that also. So this also you do, you write the date on which date I had given you assignment, that also. And Prinal जब सब लोग भेज देंगे ना, maybe this is Friday today, so by Monday all of you send it to Prinal by Monday evening, and Prinal you send it to me on Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Okay, both the assignments you create it in 2 different folders. It's possible ना for you, Prinal?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, तो दोनों को अलग अलग फोल्डर में बनाना है, आज का असाइनमेंट और लास्ट वीक का असाइनमेंट, और ये करना है. ठीक है? Understood?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay, fine. So guys, remember, all of you send, don't forget to send assignment. ठीक? Okay. I think there are no more doubts, so we'll wind up the class today. Okay, chalo. Good day.
Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir.